I don't really know why, but I'm kind of in the mood to go on a tangent, if you don't mind. Hello everyone, good morning, welcome to a week of my life vlog. Today is Monday. Okay, I'm just gonna say this. I need to get this off my chest. I need to just say at the beginning of the video so I can stop talking about it. You guys remember I sprained my ankle almost a month ago. I went to urgent care, they said it was a first-degree sprain. It's not that big of a deal, just like, the girl really downplayed it if I'm being honest. She was like, you're fine. I was like, can I still go on like walks and things like that? She's like, yeah, just like use your pain as like a cue. She gave me a brace and I was like, how often should I wear the brace? And she's like, as much as you want, just use your pain as a cue. Like, she really acted like it was no big deal. Said it was a 2 to 3 week recovery. It's been over 3 weeks. It still hurts, dare I say, if not getting worse. And a lot of people have been making me really paranoid. So I decided to get a second opinion, and tomorrow I am going to an orthopedic doctor to get a second opinion. One of my friends is a radiographer. I believe that's the correct term. They're the people that take the x-rays. And I texted her and I was like, is it common that people can a fractured bone and just think it's a sprain? And she's like, unfortunately, it's pretty common. So that scared me. And she was like, it could be a stress fracture. The more you use it, the worse it's going to get. And I was like, okay. So now I'm freaking paranoid. I'm just wanting to get the day over with today so I can go to the doctor tomorrow and just have the answers. In my opinion, best case scenario would be wasting the money and time and going to the doctor. Still being a sprain and just it being fine and just taking longer to heal. Worst case scenario is it actually is fractured. That's what I'm really scared of. I'm wearing my brace right now, if you're wondering. Oh god, I'm gonna fall over. That's just gonna be worse. But I'm really worried that it's going to actually be broken, and I don't want that to happen. I really don't want it to be fractured, broke, anything worse than what I think it is. I expected it to be healed a lot faster than it was, so not loving that. I'm feeling really frustrated about it. It's like almost been a month of just dealing with it, and I just want to feel normal again. I miss going on walks. I miss doing my normal things. I thought I was gonna be fine by now. I think I maybe pushed myself a little too hard, possibly. We're gonna take it easy, but we're gonna find out if I have a broken foot in this vlog today. Or tomorrow. Yesterday was Sunday and I had some people over to watch the Grammys. Taylor Swift looked amazing. Somebody said that her dress was like a great like birthday dress inspiration. I was like, yes. This weekend is actually the weekend or the week of Waste Management, the Phoenix Open. It's a huge golf tournament in Arizona that's literally just like a drinking party, in all honesty. Like, it's less golf, more day drinking, if anything. And I'm going on Friday and on Saturday, so I'll try to get some vlog footage on Friday for you guys of it. We'll see how my foot goes and if that will affect anything, but I still need to figure out what I want to wear. And I did in fact stress order a bunch of things, and I was just planning on returning what doesn't work. We have like a very long try-on haul coming soon to this vlog. Like a very extended long, like I ordered a lot. I ordered too much. My friend and I also went shopping over the weekend. We went to like a bunch of different stores to try to find stuff, and the vibe for it that I'm kind of going for is more like Easter pastel dress like type of style. That's usually the vibe that I like to go for it. Unfortunately, every single store still has winter clothes because it's like winter in most places. It's actually supposed to be 80 degrees tomorrow, which is insane. It's in the 70s. I opened my door yesterday because I was like, oh, I want to let in some cool air. It was warm outside. Also, I have a bunch of little gnats in my apartment. I don't know if you guys can see, like one of those like light things that traps them. It's trapped quite a few, but there are so many gnats and it's driving me insane. If you guys remember, on Friday I got these cabinets installed. If you remember, this was a desk, so this was empty, and then this was a half cabinet, and I just wanted it to be a full cabinet like the rest of it, which I think it looks incredible. But when they were doing it, they left the door open, which let a lot of bugs in, which is fine. I mean, not ideal, but it is what it is. They had to do their job, so I'm fine with it. There's been a ton of gnats and they're just driving me insane and up the wall, and it's like, ugh. It's crazy how a bug that's like literally smaller than like a nail, you know what I'm saying? Something so small can drive you so insane. But here I am. I love doing a weekend recap for you guys, so I wanted to start off by doing a little weekend recap. Let me know how you guys like this angle. I'm like now toasting my bagel over here. Now that I have these cabinets, I'm making it like a breakfast nook almost, unintentionally, but I kind of like it. Friday, my friend and I, what did we do? We went on a little walk, which I was feeling fine. Like my foot was feeling fine. So I was like, okay, we went on the walk. It didn't hurt at all. We didn't even walk for that long. It was like maybe not even a 2-mile walk. And then we went to the mall. We got Chipotle for dinner, and then we wanted to find outfits for waste management, which ended up being a complete fail. We did not find anything on Friday. Went home. Saturday we went to a different mall, a bigger mall, to try to find more outfits for waste management, but like I said, it's just really hard. Also, if I refer to it in like a million different ways, I could refer to it as like waste management, the Phoenix Open, WMO, the Open, like I don't even know. If I say any of those terms, just know I'm talking about this golf tournament that I'm going to this weekend. And then I got dinner with my mom and my sister and my stepdad later that night. What else did I do? And then I edited my video all night on Saturday. I probably was up editing really late. And then Sunday, I got a lot done. I went grocery shopping, I edited my video, and then I had my friends over for the Grammy. Taylor did not win anything for Tortured Poets Department. If I'm going to be honest, I kind of expected that. Like I didn't think she was going to win anything, if I'm being honest. Like I think I just had this gut feeling. And not saying that I don't think she should have won anything. I'm just saying I just felt like in my gut, my friends and I were like placing bets on who we think was gonna win everything. I just didn't think she was gonna win, and she didn't. So I was like, okay, well, unfortunately I was right about that. It's definitely been a more chill weekend. It was nice, it was relaxed. I feel like it just like went by really fast and it was kind of like uneventful. I'm happy about it. There's a gnat, so I tried to kill it. I'll be honest in saying I did just kill it, and I did not think that it was actually going to die on my hand. Like I didn't think I was gonna get it, and I did, and then it had guts on my hand. What was I gonna say? Oh, also I made an order. This is not sent to me. I paid for this with my own money. So I've been seeing so many people talk about Legion, which is like a protein powder brand. So I got 2 things that I wanted to make Ninja Creamies with. The first one, I was looking at reviews on TikTok to see like what everyone thought the best flavors was. Banana bread flavor is the one that everyone was raving about, so I'm so excited to make banana bread Ninja Creamies. I cannot wait. And then I also got the Dutch chocolate because they were doing a buy one get one half off. I usually for my Ninja Creamies use the Clean Simple Eats brownie batter one, and if I'm being honest, I don't really like that one. I don't feel like it has like as like chocolatey enough of a flavor that I'm looking for. I got those. I'm so excited to make Ninja Creamies with those. I cannot wait. I also got from the grocery store these medjooled dates. We'll try to make something tonight for them, but I've been seeing a lot of people making like sweet treats with these, like almost like Snicker bars out of these. So I'm excited to try it out and see if it's good. Anyways, I have my bagel. I usually like to eat my bagel while I'm working, so let's head over to my desk and get our workday started. I also wanted to update you guys on a few things of where my head is at. Number one, I think that I am going to go away from an upload schedule of bonus videos. So I always will upload my weekly vlogs on Mondays. Like I will be honest, like that's never going to change. I've been uploading videos on Monday literally ever since I started YouTube like that. I don't think that will ever go away. And I always prefer Mondays to be my weekly vlogs. Now, I usually upload my bonus videos on Friday. However, this past week, I really wanted to upload my February reset, but I didn't have time to film it for it to be ready on Friday, and I was really like overthinking it, and I was like really stressed, and I was upset with myself, and I was like, oh, like should I just not post it then? But I was like, but people have been commenting that they want to see the reset videos, but I was, you know, I was just kind of like going back and forth in my head, and I ended up uploading it on Saturday, and a lot of comments were like, you uploaded this late, which like, yeah, I did, I guess technically. I think that I want to be more fluid, if that's the right word, with my bonus videos. Like Mondays will always be an upload, and then if I want to upload, there's a gnat on my computer screen. I want to, if I want to upload a video on a Tuesday or a Wednesday or a Friday or anything like that, I can. I think that kind of confining myself to that upload schedule of Friday for my bonus videos prevents me from making a lot of videos because I don't have the time to, especially because it's a weekday. All this to say, I just think that if I make an upload that's a bonus video that's not on Monday, it might just be any day. You just might see like a random video in your subscription box. I prefer to have a schedule, if I'm being honest. Like that is my preferred way of doing things. However, the February reset video, I honestly like was pushing myself and giving myself just so many confinements, and I really didn't like that. I feel like it prevents you from being creative. There's so many times where I want to upload videos and I'm like, well, I won't have it ready on Friday, so I just won't upload it at all. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to not make videos because of a schedule. So yeah, you guys might just see random videos from me popping up. Monday, you can always promise, but the rest of the days, who knows? Surprise! I hope that will be fun. I don't know. I'm excited about it because I think that it makes me want to do more things, you know, if that makes any sense. I don't think it does. So that was the biggest update that I wanted to give. I'm like, are there other updates that I wanted to give you guys? Maybe it was just that. I have no idea. I feel like I was really annoyed with myself this weekend that I couldn't get that video done, and I was like stressed filming and editing it, and just, I don't know, that's just not the type of quality that I also want to put out as well. So I think it's better for me. I'll put out more videos, probably more creative videos, if I don't have these like strict guidelines. So we'll see what ends up happening. I'm tired. I also started that sleeping medication. If you guys remember, one of you guys commented on my video that it takes 5 days taking it consistently for it to like really work in your system. I think I've been taking it maybe for 5 days. It took me an hour to fall asleep last night. That's really annoying. This is my app that I always talk about. Like I said, it's called Sleep Cycle. It's so interesting. I will say I have been sleeping 8 hours consecutively, but I've been in bed for 10 hours. Oh my god, this day I literally was in bed for 11 hours. That's crazy. I'm so obsessed with this. I was considering getting like an Aura ring or an Ultra Human ring. However, I just feel like I've tracked my sleep on this app for like 10 years, so I think that it knows me pretty well. I also, one of my friends has an Aura ring, and she was like, my Aura ring says I'm more stressed today. I didn't know I was stressed, but I guess I'm more stressed. I feel like that would give me anxiety, like health anxiety, if that makes any sense. But I am considering getting one. I decided that I wanted to do a new thing for myself, that there's a bunch of things that I want to get, and I want to be more spending conscious. So there's like certain like milestones and goals and things and like my personal development that I want to achieve, and when I achieve those, then I can like reward myself with one of those type of things. So my very first, I don't even know, like I'm like, do I want to share these like things that I'm trying to achieve? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like speaking it out loud into existence is a good thing and a bad thing, because speaking it into existence like almost manifesting, but then sometimes I read that if you say you're going to do something, it gives your brain the same serotonin of actually doing it if you say you did it but you didn't actually do it, if that makes any sense. And so I have like all these goals for myself, and I'm like, I almost wonder, should I say them out loud or should I keep them like closer to my chest? You know what I'm saying? But I do have like personal development goals for myself, and when I achieve them, I like am not going to be able to let myself buy things that I want until I achieve them. And one of them is an Aura or Ultra Human ring. I want to do research on which one I want to get, but my very first that I accomplished, kind of like more of like the lower hanging fruit, a soda stream. I really want to get one of those, but I'm not going to let myself until I achieve things. I feel like that's going to be how I repurpose my mind of like spending money. Let me know what you guys think about saying goals out loud, telling people about the things that you want to do. Like, are you more of like a move in secret type of girl or guy or person, or are you like, I'm gonna tell everybody I know everything that I want to do? I feel like I, in my mind, want to be somebody who is mysterious, but at the same time I'm a yapper. Like, I literally can't stop talking, so yeah. And also, like, I am an open book. Like, there's really not that much information that I don't share. Like, you'll meet me 5 seconds later, I'm like telling you the most intricate details of my life, and you're like, I did not need to know that. It's like a good thing and a bad thing, because I feel like I kind of connect to people faster because I am such an open book, but at the same time I'm like, you need to shut up every once in a while. Like, not everybody needs to hear about your probiotic that you took today. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at. I think I'm going to make lunch really quickly because it's my lunch break right now, and that is why I'm yapping. So I thought I'd show you guys my food that I got this week, and then everything else. I don't know. Another side note, since I can't really work out with my sprained ankle, possibly broken ankle. Oh, my fridge. Hi. Hello. Hello. Are you done now? Okay, cool. I am trying to just be as healthy as I possibly can with like drinking water and things like that if I can't exercise. One of you guys actually commented that you guys work in orthopedics. I just read this comment like a minute ago, that it doesn't take 2 to 3 weeks to heal a sprained ankle. It could take 4 to 6, and that I am not taking it easy. Which makes me feel better that this thing could possibly just actually be sprained and it takes longer to heal than I thought, and not like broken. The thing is, in my mind I am taking it easy, but I guess I'm not. I feel like the urgent care doctor really, I don't want to say she deceived me, because I know that she is a professional and clearly had good intentions, but she really downplayed it. Like, she literally told me I could go on long walks. She told me I could do workout classes as long as it doesn't hurt. And now everyone's like, no, that's actually not how you heal a sprained ankle. I'm like, okay. So and in my mind, I was like, I'm listening to the professional. I'm doing what the professional says. So maybe it is in fact sprained and it will just take longer to heal. Again, I am going to get that second opinion, but reading that comment, thank you to whoever commented that. I appreciate you, because I have been spiraling in my mind that it's actually broken. But what happens if I do like walk on a sprained ankle for longer? Like, I think that it's going to cause me like long-term pain, right? So I'll try to keep it low. I think that I still want to work out. The comment suggested that I just focus more on upper body stuff. So I think what I'm gonna do is try to find an upper body focused mat Pilates video and try to do that tonight for my workout. I've never done mat Pilates before. I've always wanted to, and so we'll focus here up. Also, one of my New Year's resolutions, if you guys remember, is to get the splits, and we did not stretch once in January. And my goal is to stretch 5 days a week in February, and I did in fact stretch last night. This was so funny. I wonder if I have the video. So when I was watching the Grammys with my friend, I forgot who it was. There was somebody who's performing and I was like, she's flexible. And I was like, oh, that reminds me, I want to be flexible. Guys, I'm gonna stretch. So we all were stretching while we were watching the Grammys, which was actually really, really funny. I'll show you guys. I moved my coffee table over, and then I had this little machine, or not machine, but just like little thing that I bought a few years ago when it also was my goal to get the splits. And so I was stretching with that, and it was so funny looking. I'll show you guys. One of my friends took a video. This was just me with all my friends. I know this sounds so weird. Doesn't this look weird? I said this to my friend. I was like, if somebody saw me do this, they would be so confused. And then she took a video. Yeah, so we're trying to get the splits. I found a couple videos online of very intro beginner things to get you into it. Also trying to take it easy with my sprained ankle, of course. But yeah, we'll try the Pilates today. I am very curious to see how mat Pilates will be. Again, like I said, I'm gonna do only upper body, maybe core, but no lower body. None of that. I thought I was taking it easy. Apparently my version of taking it easy is not actually taking it, but we're gonna be serious. So okay, let's get food. I'm yapping too much. These are my newest obsessions. This is the Real Good Foods chicken tenders. I think I got 3 bags, if not 4. I'm thinking 3 though. I'm in a chicken tender obsession right now, and there's 2 brands that I like. The first one is Real Good Foods. They also have an incredible sweet and sour chicken, or orange chicken, if you guys want to try that out. I got this from Costco. I don't think they sell the other stuff at Costco. I think it's only this one. But if I'm wanting a chicken, the way that I have a strategy behind this. If I'm wanting a chicken nugget that's very breaded and crispy, this is the one that I go to. The chicken inside, kind of dry, I will say, but the breading is incredible. Now, however, if I'm wanting a chicken tender that I don't care too much about the breading, but I want a juicy chicken, this brand, the Bear brand, incredible. Excited about it. So we're gonna make this for lunch because I'm just in the mood to have chicken tenders. I thought I'd show you guys what else I got. A lot of you guys suggested I get this. This is the Good and Gather, which is the Target brand, the tropical cherry sparkling water, because a lot of you guys said it tastes like Alani. No offense, you are all wrong. In the nicest way possible. Let me hold your hand when I say this. You know that TikTok audio? Yeah, no, this tastes nothing like it. I don't want to say that I feel deceived, but it was disgusting. Oh, my friend left behind some stuff from the charcuterie board. I might eat some of these then. Oh, I also have chicken. I'm gonna make chicken for dinner tonight. I'm going to do a lemon chicken, which I saw a TikTok recipe, and then we'll do side salad. I have a Mediterranean crunch salad kit, and then an everything salad kit. I need to stop yapping and start chicken nuggeting. Damn, these little nuts. Did I kill it? No, I didn't. I'm always kind of happy when I do this and I don't actually kill it, because gross, you know? Okay, let's do some chicken nuggets. In case anyone's wondering, this is the charcuterie board that one of my friends made for our Grammys and Jammies party. She did such a good job. Also, fun fact, I thought these were olives, so I layered it on one of my crackers. It is in fact a chocolate covered almond. But does it not look like a black olive, right? That little pit right there looks like a black olive, but this was super yummy. And she watched a lot of videos on Trader Joe's, the best cheeses. I still am a goat cheese and a brie type of girl. I also do love a cheddar, you know. Anyways, I think she did a great job. Dinner is served. Just kidding, this is lunch. I probably should eat a side dish with this, but I want to be real with you guys. Ever since I started saying about the Oura ring and Ultra Human ring, I've gotten so many TikToks. I think I've gotten like 3 in the past hour about it. Never got any of those TikToks before, but I said it out loud and I'm getting them. I'm pointing down because my phone is in my lap. They say your phone doesn't listen to you, but I feel like it does. And like my TikTok app wasn't even open when I was saying that. Kind of weird, but I just opened it up and like this is girl literally comparing the Oura ring to Ultra Human ring. Like how? It makes me uncomfortable. I'm done with the workday. I think I might have mentioned this before, but my company is hiring somebody for my team. I am like on the interviewing, I don't want to say like committee, but they have like multiple rounds of interviews and I'm on a group interview. And this was my first time interviewing someone. And why was I like shaking? Like I was the one being interviewed. I have done so many interviews before I got this job. I had interviewed with so many different companies. I was like actually shaking. I was like, why am I nervous right now? I shouldn't be. I have no reason to be nervous. I have this job. I think it just like brought me back to the state of anxiety when I was going through all the job interview process. So I have these Medjooled dates. I've seen a lot of people turn these into like little Snickers bars. So I thought we could try that. And I thought I would tell you guys some of my interviewing stories as I'm doing this because I realized in interviewing for a new job, my last job, obviously I couldn't really say that on the internet because I didn't want my company to know I was interviewing, right? Like you don't want to tell your current job you're looking for a new job. And if I said that on the internet, my current job would have known, or I guess my not past job, but at the time current job, you know what I'm saying, we all get it. So there's so much that happened behind the scenes that I just couldn't talk about, and my biggest regret is just not vlogging it and not posting it in real time, just waiting to post it in the future. Also, I'm gonna kind of jump between talking about the dates and talking about this story, so I apologize that this is probably gonna be confusing. I had never had a date before and they look really ugly. I know you're supposed to like unpit them, and I think you had peanut butter and chocolate, so I'm gonna start by unpitting them. I think I'm only gonna do like 4 of them and see. I'm gonna bring you guys down a little bit lower so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. If I'm being honest, exactly what I'm doing, I don't know. I interviewed with a ton of different companies, like I said. A ton. Actually, I'm gonna get my scale out because I think I saw a recipe online that used measurements for all these. I was actually offered a job that I ended up declining before I got this job, which was such a blessing in disguise that I ended up declining this job. So, oh my gosh, I like can't even believe that I'm gonna tell you guys the story. I feel like this story was like something I was dying to tell you guys when it was happening. I don't really know how you cut these because there's kind of a flatter side and then there's like more of the rounder side. I'm assuming you cut it like this on the, yes, you can like lay it flat, maybe. Oh, it's really sticky on the inside. I did not know that. My fruit flies are gonna love this. I'm gonna try to cut it both ways actually and see which way I prefer, but I have a feeling the way that I originally thought is the right way. I mean, it's cooking. There's really no right or wrong in cooking as long as you don't give yourself food poisoning. Yeah, I actually think I prefer it that way. As it turns out, the original way that I thought, I was offered a job and this job was not a job that I wanted, if I'm going to be honest. I was really miserable in my job at the time. I was like crying every single day driving home from work. I was so unhappy. I was going on antidepressants because I was so unhappy. Like I cannot explain to you my physical state. Like you had to have been there. If you're watching my videos, you know what I'm talking about. If you hadn't seen my videos at that time, just know. And I was offered this job. Oh god, now I'm realizing there's a side story to this. Oh god. But we're gonna add peanut butter first. I'm gonna use PB Fit powder, add a little water, and I'll turn it into a peanut butter consistency because I prefer that over regular peanut butter. It's just like less fat and I think it tastes better, honestly. I found this job actually on Facebook. I'm in like a networking group for young women and somebody posted that they have a small agency that they were hiring for and they were looking for a marketing coordinator, which I was a marketing coordinator in my role that I was laid off from. So I applied for it and I interviewed and I realized that it wasn't a marketing agency. It was, I mean, technically it is a marketing agency, but it was a woman who started her own marketing agency and she was the only person that had worked there. She was looking to hire on help for the very first time. The overall vibe that I got when I was interviewing was that this woman is really overwhelmed and stressed. Like that was just my first impression. And I kind of felt like the interview, she didn't really ask me a lot of questions. It was like mostly her talking. And after our first interview, I got an email and she offered me the job. And I was so beyond excited because I was, you know, looking to leave this company as soon as possible. I'm gonna fill the dates with the peanut butter. When I got the job offer, this job was less than ideal. I would be making less than half of what I had been making at my job that I was currently working at, which is a lot of money to be losing out on. It was also a W-10 job, which means it's an independent contractor, and it was like a short-term job. It was something that was kind of like, we'll give you a 3-month trial run. If I like you, you'll stay. If I don't like you, you won't stay. But there weren't really any clear terms. There wasn't really any exact definitions of things that I'll be doing. There wasn't exact terms of what my hours will be like, where I'll be working. Will I have to provide my own computer? Will I do this? What will I do? What is the structure? How will I be measured if I can extend my contract once those 3 months are over, type of thing. Like, there are so many unknowns. So my first thought was, yikes, I don't know about this. I like instantly was like really panicky, and I emailed her back and I asked her a ton of questions and asked, you know, if she was able to clarify more things in the role, like the pay, the contract terms, like all these things that kind of were very open-ended. And I think, in my opinion, the open-endedness benefited her more than it benefited me. I'm now realizing with the dates, I could have separated them into 2 if I cut them the original way instead of just one big one, like the way that I cut the rest of them. You live and you learn. This is my first time doing this. I think that that was like the right move on my part, was to ask for more clarification. At this point too, I kind of was like, this also isn't my dream job, and I don't want to be hopping around from job to job to job. I ended up getting on a phone call with her, and essentially what I kind of found out was what I'd be doing in this role was very similar to what I was doing at the company that I was already working at, that I knew I didn't want to do this long term. However, the one thing about this job was that it was work from home. I'm gonna say this, you guys might think I'm absolutely horrible, because I felt like I was absolutely horrible for thinking this, but there was part of me that was like, if I'm working from home, it'll give me more opportunities to be able to interview for new jobs, and this can just be kind of like an in-between job. I'm gonna add some chocolate chips to the bowl, melt them, and then drizzle the chocolate on top. I'm just gonna put it in the microwave for 30 seconds on and off. If I accepted this job, it was kind of just an in-between thing, which I felt like wasn't fair to the woman to hire somebody who really was not fully on board. And B, it wasn't really fair to me because I wasn't doing what I wanted to do. I was losing out on money. I wasn't really able to put that job on my resume. Like, it just did not feel like the right fit. So I ended up having a phone call conversation with the lady who ran the agency, and I asked for all these clarifications. It just, like, in my gut, I just didn't feel like it was right. Me, being the person I am, I posted this, my situation. I'm in a job that I hate. I'm miserable, crying every single day. I'm offered this new job. I don't really want it, but it could get me out of the current job that I'm miserable in and kind of just be like a landing place until I find something more permanent, right? I put my scenario in a bunch of like online forums and asked for people's opinions, and like pretty much the consensus was, you should take this job. And so I was fully ready to take this job. I wasn't excited about it. I wasn't pumped, but I was like, you know what? Like, this might just be exactly what I'm looking for at this time right now. So I asked her if I could have a few days to look over the new offer letter and decide, and she was like, yes. We had like a certain amount of days before I had to give her my final answer, and my manager at the time called me into his office and he goes, Keegan, I know you hate it here. Are you looking for other jobs? He said that to me while I had been looking for other jobs, while I currently had a job offer that I was unsure about. And I kind of was like, I was gagged, if I'm being honest. Like, I was like, the balls of that man to say that, to like have the courage to say that to me was insane. It was validating in a sense that I was like, okay, everybody here can literally tell that I hate it though. Like, even my manager is saying this, you know? I wasn't doing anything or saying anything, but you could just tell in my body language, I just wasn't the same person. I feel like working there had completely changed who I was. I think this needs one last 30 seconds and hopefully that'll be it. I didn't go into full detail. Like, there's extremities of like, there are lots of reasons why I didn't love the job. A lot of them was experiences I had with one particular person who was my superior, which I really haven't gone into, which I probably will eventually. Not probably, I definitely will eventually, just whenever I'm like in the mental state to do it. That was the main reason why I was unhappy, but I also wasn't loving the role that I was doing. I was a social media strategist, and I felt like I didn't want my career to go into a social media realm. And I knew that I accepted the job. Like, I was really struggling with this because I was very aware that all my actions are what put me in this place, right? This is hot, this is hot. Every decision you've ever made has led you to where you are. Okay, so I probably should have like added some like oil or something to this because it's like chalky. I'm gonna add maybe water. I don't know if that's gonna be good or bad. I'm adding water and it's literally sizzling. Like, it's that hot. I just want to thin it out a little bit, but I don't really want to add oil to it. Anyway, so I kind of explained to him the part that I felt comfortable explaining, that I was just like unhappy in the role and I just didn't know if this is where I wanted my career going. And I was explaining like I felt like I was feeling very limited. I felt like I'd worked there for quite a while and I wasn't learning anything new and really improving on my skills as a marketer. And he was like, okay, if you stay, I'll cross-train you. Meaning like I'll give you experience into other parts of marketing so you can kind of see what you like, what you don't like. And I was like, oh my God, that would be so amazing. And keep in mind, I feel like I'm not really explaining this conversation well. When he first started this conversation, he was like, whatever you say, nobody's gonna know about it. Aside from like me working here as my role, like I care about you as a person. And I felt so comfortable and like safe with this person. It felt so validating to hear that. And he did ask me if I was looking at other roles and I was like, which honestly, looking back, I really regret being honest with him because he told me that this wasn't going to affect my job performance. He wasn't going to tell anyone, like all of this stays between us. And then he marked me negatively on my monthly performance review for not being fully committed. It was really sad for me. I felt so betrayed, if I'm being honest, because I felt like he really earned my trust. Talking to me, like saying all that and promising that he like cared about me. And at the end of the day, it really taught me like you can't be too honest with your managers. It was definitely a life lesson that I wish I didn't learn the hard way, but I'm glad that I did. If I'm being honest, I felt very deceived by him. And I feel like guilty saying that. Like, because I know he's a good person, but I do feel like he was like almost baiting me with that to get me to be honest with him that I was not wanting to stay at the company long term. We had that conversation. I felt really good. I was like, okay, he really cares about me. He's wanting to cross-train me. I'll get experience in other areas of marketing. Like, I'll get more experience if I stay at this job than if I take the other... Oh, I just dug my finger into the thing. I'll get more experience if I stay at this company versus if I go to the agency. I won't get a lot of experience because I'll be doing the same thing and I won't have insights into a bunch of other things and being cross-trained. So I decided to stay. I decided to reject the job offer. And then the next day was when I had my meeting with my monthly performance review where he negatively marked me off on not being committed to the company and all in, as he would say. I felt so betrayed. I felt so stupid. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I just declined a job offer and decided to stay at this company. Everything that he was saying, he really didn't mean. Like, I felt so fooled, if I'm being honest. Definitely taught me a lot. And I think that a lot of the times in life, you learn by making the wrong mistake. I could have done things perfectly, and what would I really learn from it? That I'm perfect? No. You know, so I feel like people might judge me for this interaction that I did in fact tell my boss that I was unhappy, that I did tell my boss that I was considering looking at other jobs, which I wasn't considering looking at other jobs. I was fully interviewing and applying consistently every single day for jobs. So I definitely downplayed that aspect of it, which I don't think I would have ever told him the full truth. All of this to say, I had a job offer that I turned down. And yeah, I think that was such a hard time because I really felt like I didn't know what the right answer was. On one hand, I'm so unhappy. The other hand, it's kind of unknown. I'll be making less money. I'm not really sure what I'll be doing. I don't really think I'll like it, but I also don't like what I'm doing here. Like, there was no right or wrong answer. I ultimately ended up staying with the company. And then I think like a month or two later is when I got the offer for my current job. And who would have known, like, if I would have accepted that new job, would I still have been interviewing, or would I have taken some time off to kind of adjust to this new job? Like, I don't know. I think that everything happens for a reason, and it clearly ended me up in the right spot. But boy, was it a challenge to get here. I definitely have a lot more stories that I want to tell you guys of that time that I couldn't really tell you. But yeah, that was a job offer I declined, and the time that I felt betrayed by a boss of mine. One of you guys told me to put these in my fridge and let them cool for a while, and that would kind of give it more of like the Snickers taste, but I kind of do want to try it like room temp, so we're gonna try one. Wait a minute. I'll be so honest, I thought this was gonna be horrible. I didn't expect for it to be good. It's probably good because there's peanut butter and chocolate, and like the one part of it that's not actually good is the date. I don't know what I'd rate that. I'm gonna put them in the fridge and let them be cool so that I can give them like that final kind of rating, the correct rating. But I do like that. I'm glad I got it because I wasn't sure if I wanted to try it or not because I was kind of expecting to not like it, but I think I do like it. And it's just 3 ingredients: peanut butter, dates, and chocolate. I wonder if it would taste good even without chocolate. In all honesty, probably not. Chocolate is always the best part, you know? You know if you know. Anyways, thanks for coming to my TED Talk, my rant. Not my rant, but my story time. I'll catch up with you guys when I have time. It's a little bit later. I wanted to show you guys this marinade that I made for my chicken tonight. I blended up cottage cheese because I kind of wanted like a creamy marinade. And then I added half a lemon, the zest of 1 lemon, like a good chunk of dill, garlic, salt, and pepper. It tastes so good. Like, I would like dip carrots or things like this in it. Like, I would use this as like a vegetable dip. It is so refreshing. So part of me is like, I kind of want to save some of it. I really like this. Maybe I would add a little bit less lemon juice or lemon zest in it, but really, really good. I'm considering, should I like water it down for the, because it's pretty thick, you know? For the marinade. I don't know, but I'm gonna add this to chicken and I'm gonna season the chicken. These are my top 4. I always do salt, pepper, garlic powder, and paprika. I know a lot of people do onion powder. I personally don't like onion powder, but that is going to be my dinner, and then I'm going to put it on the cast iron and then flip it to kind of sear it and then put it in the oven. So we'll see how that goes, but I wanted to show you guys this incredible dip that I made. I feel like a chef. It turned out so good. I just made the chicken. I browned it on both sides in the cast iron skillet, threw in the oven. I wish I would have browned it more because the parts that were like almost burnt were the best parts of it. So I don't even remember what I threw it in. I think it was 400 for like 12 minutes in the oven, I'm pretty sure. It was good. I kind of wish that I didn't use all of that like cottage cheese mixture that I made. I can make it again, but that would have been such a good dip. I was planning originally on like saving some to the side, but then I was like, I don't know if I have enough to like coat all the chicken breasts, but would I make this again? Possibly. In all honesty, possibly. Kind of hot. I'm like still touching the cast iron skillet while it's warm. But I think I would make the cottage cheese mixture as a dip before I would make this chicken. But if I had like leftovers or anything like that, like if I had the ingredients here, I definitely think I would make it again. I'm gonna scrape this cast iron skillet, do what every adult loves to do, and that is soak my pan in water to procrastinate cleaning it. I will say it didn't like cook the way that I anticipated it to, so I don't know. Well, this is hot. This is hot. Also, I've been reading your guys' comments, and I was like having a conversation with someone in the comments on my TikTok, and they were giving me feedback that they are tired of hearing me talk about Alani. So I think I'll heavily reduce talking about it. Talk about it a little bit, but I'll like heavily reduce it. I might like talk about like my experience like quitting caffeine, but I'll try to stop talking so Alani specific. I know there's so many people right now that are literally cheering because I know I'm obsessed. I'll stop talking, I promise. I'm open to feedback about my vlogs, but I'm not open to feedback about my personality, my life choices. I'm open to feedback, but like the creative style of my vlogs. You know what I mean? Like sometimes when I say I'm open to feedback, people are like, you should change this and this and this about you. I'm like, okay, that's not what I meant. There's a difference. I don't really know why, but I'm kind of in the mood to go on a tangent. If you don't mind, if you don't mind a little yap. I feel like there is no right or wrong way to live your life. And I was actually thinking about this the other day, that if you post your life on the internet, there's literally no way that you'll ever be right about anything ever. Nothing you do will be right because everybody just has a different opinion on things and has a different way of doing things. No matter what you do, whatever you do will be different than what someone else does, right? Does that make sense? Are we following? I think that like having that realization has given me a lot of freedom to like be more unapologetically myself in my actions, my decisions, the way that I live my life, if that makes any sense. Like almost having so many people, because I will be honest, I have people tell me every single day that every single thing that I do is wrong. And honestly, sometimes it does annoy me. But for the most part, it has given me a lot of freedom to really feel like there is no right or wrong way to live your life. Every single person's human experience is different. And although it's like, yeah, but duh, like that's something we all know, just having that experience of putting your life on the internet has really given me so much freedom. Being like, I'm just gonna be me. Like, I don't know, that it sounds weird. It sounds weird. It kind of sounds like the opposite of what you would think would happen. Like, also, I have no idea why my scissors are in my fridge. Why are they in my fridge? I don't know. But I think posting my life on the internet has made me feel more comfortable in being myself. Definitely a different thing that I think most people would think would happen. You would kind of think like having so many people's opinion would like morph you into what everyone wants you to be, but everyone wants me to be something different. And that I think was the very freeing part of like everybody thinks so differently. So I'm just gonna think the way that I think. We're gonna try the date. I did eat one more, I will be honest, because they're cold now. I'm gonna see if I can split this one in half, because remember how I said I kind of like cut them? Yeah, okay, that worked. I'll be so honest with you guys, I'm so tired of these little gnats. I just, like, will they ever go away? I think I kill all of them, and then there's a million more. I'm like, where did you come from? Yesterday there was maybe 3. Now there's so many. Oh, like, literally, are they hatching eggs? Oh, no. I can't even say that out loud, because that will, like, that actually made me gag. Anyways, we're gonna try a cold one of these. I will be honest, I think you could just eat peanut butter and chocolate and you don't need the date. Because the dates were $8. That's really expensive in my opinion. Anyways, they're good. Do I think that I would go back and get them again? Honestly, no, because they're not even like that healthy. I was doing the math and I was like, oh, these aren't even like that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You know what I mean? Like, it's literally still chocolate and peanut butter on top of like a fruit. I think a date's a fruit, right? If you want something that kind of has that sticky, kind of gooey consistency, the date would be good for that. But personally, I'd rather just eat the chocolate and peanut butter without it. I was like, keep eating it. That's my thoughts. I stretched today too. I think I might like stretching. No, I actually don't. I'm trying to convince myself I do. My thought process, oh my god, I want to say this. Can I say, do you guys mind if I have like a free moment talk about Alani? I'm trying to do the same thing with like these like Alani lookalike drinks. Okay, back to the stretching. If I tell myself I like it, in my mind, I can convince myself that I actually do like it even if I don't. So that's where I'm at. I'm like with stretching. We're talking fully stretching, everyone. We're back talking about stretching. This is gonna be harder than I thought because I might be addicted. Anyways. Yeah, so I stretched yesterday. Like I said, I stretched today. I did not end up doing a mat Pilates thing, even if it was just for upper body. I think maybe I should just take it easy, but I am going to go to the doctor tomorrow. I'm really nervous about it. I just really don't want my foot to be broken. I might eat all these. I will say, these kind of look like cockroaches to me. Oh, whoa, whoa. They kind of look like cockroaches to me, and that's the part that I don't think I can get over, is that they gross me out. The look of them is cockroachy. If you ever want to prank someone, make them like put like little antennas on. Make someone think that this is a cockroach. That would be like a good like Halloween party snack favor. You know what I mean? Anyways, I need to stop yapping. One more thing. Because whenever I say I'm gonna stop talking about something, that doesn't mean I'm actually done talking about it. I will say too, I think that everybody's version of what good content looks like is so different. Kind of like how I was saying, like everybody wants you to do something different. Sometimes I'll talk about things in videos and people are like, I literally hate that you talk about this. And then someone will comment and be like, what do you mean? That's my favorite part of the video. What are you talking about? So it's really interesting too to see like why people watch. Why do you guys watch my vlogs? And I don't mean that in like it's so great when you watch my vlogs. I mean it in like I'm gathering data. I'm gathering feedback, you know. I don't know why I said it like that, but I'm curious, what do you like about my vlogs? Yeah, because everybody likes something different. And it's really cool and interesting to hear like why people watch them, what they watch, all that stuff. Anyways, I have gotten obsessed with TV recently, which is nice because I was stretching while I was watching TV, so it's like, this is perfect. The show that I am now obsessed with is Desperate Housewives. If you guys remember, I was watching Suits and I finished that, and then I was like, okay, I need a new show, and I want a show with like 1,000,000 seasons, like 1,000,001 seasons. And I saw a TikTok of Desperate Housewives and I was like, my fridge, hey. I was like, that's the exact, like, I was like, I love that. I want to watch that. And I've never seen it before. It definitely seems like the type of show that I'd like, and it in fact is. So that's my new hyperfixation show. I think I'm going to start editing this vlog just so I don't have so much to do over the weekend. Oh god, I'm now realizing this weekend I have waste management, like I said, like the Phoenix Open, what was it called, the golf thing, and then the Super Bowl's the next day. So I have a lot of editing to do before the weekend, because usually I procrastinate editing my vlogs until Sunday, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. So let's get to editing.